Hello everyone. Today you're going to learn how to research and choose an idea for an information text. Now, what I'm interested in writing about today is animals, perhaps an unusual animal species. So I'm going to think first about the biome that most interests me, and that's the ocean. I'm really interested in animals that live in the ocean. Now, I don't have any books specifically about animals that live in the ocean, but I do have a book about Antarctica. And I know that the continent of Antarctica is surrounded by ocean. So I'm going to look in the table of contents first to see if there's any information listed that might help. And when I look, I discover that there's a chapter on land animals. That's not going to be helpful. There are also chapters on penguins, seals, whales, and birds. I think whales sounds pretty interesting, so I'm going to turn to that page now. Now, to find out the important information in this book and see whether I'm really interested in going with whales, I'm going to read the first sentence of each paragraph, because the first sentence of each paragraph, of course, has the main idea. So I quickly read through those. They do actually sound really interesting, but I'd like to consider all of my options. So I'm going to show you now how to do that. I'm going to continue my research now on the internet. I'm going to go to Google, and into the search box, I'm going to type unusual animals that live in the ocean. I scroll down through a list of different websites that I could use, and I notice that there's one by National Geographic. I know that they're a good source of information, so I click on it. And it takes me to a slideshow of unusual animals that live in the ocean. I click through and I see lots of good options. I am really attracted to this one because of the unusual markings on its skin. I read, the eastern fiddler ray is an Australian original that haunts the south coastline's sandy bays and reefs to prey on shellfish and other seafloor invertebrates. I think I'm going to go for that one. That's what I'm going to research as the topic of my information text. Now, I could draw a picture of it to use later to help me with my plan for my text, or I could create one electronically. I'm going to show you how to do that now. What you'll need is a snipping tool. Now, if you're using a Windows machine like I am, you can bring up a snipping tool by simply pressing Window Shift S. And then you can click and drag to copy the image. I'm going to open up a new tab and go to my Google Apps icon and bring up a document. I'm going to choose a blank document. Now I can either click Edit, Paste to paste the image, or I can press Ctrl V. It will do the same thing. I'm going to change my font size to 18 so that you can see what I'm typing. And underneath, I'm going to type some keywords or first ideas, first thoughts and feelings about this animal. Some of it I'm going to get from the picture, some of it I'm going to get from what I just read. So I remember that it has a stinger. Not from anything I can actually see or read there, but from my general knowledge actually. Now, what else did I read about it? I read that it ate shellfish, and invertebrates. I also read that it lives in sandy bays and reefs. Okay? And further down, I noticed that it grows up to 1 2/10 of a metre long, which is quite long. I noticed when I look at the picture, it has markings like a tiger. Okay, so you can see there how you can quickly and simply create electronically a picture of your idea to help you with your plan. So now it's your turn. Grab some pencils and a piece of paper, draw a picture of the animal that you find, or you can have a go at creating your idea electronically, either by right-clicking on the image that you eventually find of your animal, or you can use a snipping tool. Enjoy.